Psigizer is the name given to when you get Psi and the Energizer in a scenario of any sort. But let's recreate it using this little bit of square to give the no harvest achievement as well. I know, really stupid, but we're going to make it happen. Okay, we're going to start with the usual engineer and dark combination. This is what I like to have because it's very consistent. So let's get cracking. Obviously, in order to pull this off, we do need the Lord of the Abyss in order to be able to summon a submarine on this map. Okay, so we just need a few more months and then we'll be there. Get ourselves another means of defense, which we desperately need actually, because we're about to concede defeat to these green balloons. Hopefully this is enough. Yeah, that's enough. May need to put you on first, so hopefully we can strike these green balloons. There we go. Felt like if I left you on last there, then the greens will unfortunately find a way through our tridents. Now I would like to last as long as possible before getting anything like sentry guns to help us out in the early game, because I would like to get Psi as early as possible. And then they will be able to use their mind to eradicate the balloons from existence. Yellow balloons, go away. There we go. On round 13. Yeah, 13. We have ourselves Psi. Now I'm going to put you on last actually, so that Psi will be able to target the back of the map and also break up the balloons as we go along, especially when they get the destructive resonance trait, which means that nearby balloons will also be affected by the initial mind thought of being destroyed, or the balloons nearby of them being destroyed. Okay, but we are... Psi, I need you on first. There we go. When in doubt, use your global attack means to be able to get them from afar. Okay, sentry gun is here, and we're going to get ourselves some... cleansing foam to deal with the early leads. I feel like that's a good strategy in and of itself. Put you back on last since the first most balloons are not a threat at this given point in time. Faster engineering, which means we can produce sentries faster. They have a higher attack rate. Wait a minute. No, it just produces more of them. It doesn't have them a higher attack rate. We have to go to sprockets to do that. My bad, I forgot about that. I had to recourse my thoughts about that one. And here is cleansing foam. Even though Psi can dish out camo damage by default, level 1 Psi can perfectly pop camo balloons, no problem. Purple balloons though are obviously a different question. Now what I'm hoping to do is not needing the Echo Sense Precision, but just go with the sharper prawns and then the tidal chill. You know, go down the uncamo cross path, but we'll see how we go along. But for me personally, I think the early camos, if they go past our defenses, will mean that we would need Echo Sense precision in order to actually knock them all out. Abyss Dweller. Have you ever heard of the RPG game Omori and the evil eyes that dwells throughout that game? This is what it reminds me of, really. Ooh. Oh, thank goodness for that. Oh, this might be a little bit tricky. We have nearly got Abyssal Warrior is now with us at last. Brilliant. Psi, would you pop the yellow balloons? I guess I did have you on last though. Right, Abyssal Dweller once again. Can we do it this time? Yes, thank you. Do not let those wretched yellow balloons go through a second time, please. This is looking a bit perilous. Psi, thank goodness for that. What is up with you? You are not landing shots like I thought you would. Maybe it's because we don't have the Echo Sense Precision, so that their tridents don't automatically seek out the next target. But this is how I remembered Abyssal Warriors meant to be. I thought you were tougher than this. Ooh, yellow balloon again. No, thank you.
I have that plushie at home.
You have that plushie at home. Is that in reference towards one of the products that Ninja Kiwi sold at one point? You know, those Moab plushies? Did Ninja Kiwi sell one to Dream State Psi? I probably am being a little bit too ambitious with this defense, but I just know from the bottom of my heart that this can possibly do it. Sneaky yellow balloon. Thank you, Psy, for eradicating the yellow balloon. Truly the biggest threat to our kind. Strong tentacles, do the work, please. I wonder if the tentacles are affected by Echo Sense Precision as well, but then again, it just says tridents, not tentacles. Can the cleansing foam decamo all of this? Can the yellow balloon be eradicated? Thank you. Psy is out here saving our run. One yellow balloon at a time. On top of Energizer and Psy, I am also looking to get the Absolute Zero. And with that, they will have absolutely zero chances of making it far onto the map, especially when you get to level 20 and be able to instantly kill DDTs and ZOMGs. Actually, once we get a Lord of the Abyss, we can get ourselves a plutonium reactor, and from there we don't have to worry about the lack of camo detection.
It's just resting my
Oh, yeah, you're giving me stress. Please hold cleansing foam. I desperately need you to hold. I'll put you on strong, so hopefully you target the strongest, most balloon on the screen. Just don't let them all get away, please. Pretty please. Okay, take them all out. What was the difficulty last time? I do not know, and I do not want to know. Okay, I'm going to hold these ceramics here when we get to that point. No, don't need to hold them. We managed that just fine. Oh, maybe that wasn't the best timing, but I just felt like I needed to summon it then and there. Can we hold it? Please. We only got a few K left in order to get Lord of the Abyss, and then our damage problems will be eradicated. Take him out. Thank you. We're nearly there. We're nearly there for Lord of the Abyss. If we could just hold out for just a little bit longer defenses. There we go. Lord of the Abyss is up and running. Okay. Let's get plutonium reactor, and then we could decamify this whole area, which means you don't have to worry about those pesky camo balloons. Let's try and snug this as close to the Lord of the Abyss as possible, because I would like to get the Absolute Zero to the right of the submarine here. And then from there, we can obviously put it within the Abyss radius itself, which means that obviously it will be benefited by Energizer, as well as Psy being benefited by Energizer. Right, plutonium reactor is up. Sorry, I got a little bit too ahead of myself there. Right, hopefully that does it. Yes, it's got the Abyss around it, which means that when we get the ability of a snowstorm, the plutonium reactor symbol will pop up on it. The only thing we have a big problem with are lead balloons at the moment. So, how are we going to alleviate our problems here? Well, hopefully just rely on cleansing foam to take out the lead layer of the lead balloons. Obviously, it doesn't have any effect on DDTs besides decamifying them. But hopefully we'll be able to resolve our issues at a certain given point in time in the future. Camo leads, not a problem. Psy can hit them, obviously. Now that Psy is at, well, beyond level 6, they will be able to target the lead balloons. We'll get Energizer first, and then we'll think about our next approach, because I would like to get that 50% benefit to Psy's leveling up, because Psy does not level up very quickly. We do have the damage against these Moabs. We can hold off against the Moabs and the BFBs. But fortified BFBs and ZMGs are definitely a different question. We might need something else as well to counteract them. Or we can just try and stall them out using Snowstorm and the Psychic Blast ability that Psy has. Yeah, we're eradicating these ceramics, no problem whatsoever. The plutonium reactor at this given point in time can't really do much against these hordes of ceramics around City 3, but obviously Lord of the Abyss can deal with them no problem. It's one of the best ceramic counters in the game. Do you look awake, Psy? Do you honestly look awake? Do you see these eyes of yours? Do they even look, well, they look, I was about to say, do they look even remotely awake? But there is a small amount of light piercing through. Pierce. Get it? Pierce? Yeah, in update 49, they changed the ice monkeys so that it can now be placed on water, which means it gets all of the benefits that normally only the mermonkey would do if it's placed on water, or submarines do, or the buccaneer does, or Brickle or Pat. Anything like that that is placed on water, now the ice monkey gets any naval only benefits, which is pretty cool. I said the word cool, get it? Because it's a cold tower. Okay, maybe it's more than just cool. It's freezing. Can we get it on this round? There are lots of balloons to pop on this round, so hopefully we do get the money on... Okay, hopefully the next round. Get it as soon as possible. Possible. And here we have ourselves Energizer up and running. Next up, what are we going to do? I think Absolute Zero is on our cards, but I think because of round 80, we're going to need something else to help us out. Yeah, in comparison to my axis of ice towers, when you get all tier 5 ice monkeys on the field, no harvest. When I did that video, it's not as whacked. It's not whacked like that, this video is. Sorry, I got my grammar wrong. But that video is really whacked because I'd like, you know, Lord of the Abyss, Carrier Flagship, and all of the ice monkeys all nearby the Lord of the Abyss so that it get all those benefits. And also Brickle as well on top of the Carrier Flagship. So the only thing I could have made more cursed about that scenario is if I somehow managed to get a Mega Mine on the lower platform of the Carrier Flagship. But I couldn't because I need it for the bad. Round 75 coming to a close. Brilliant. Yeah, Lord of the Abyss is doing the majority of the damage at the moment. And regrow ceramics? No way. 78. I was going to say lead there, but ceramics not a problem again whatsoever. Even if they do somehow get past the Lord of the Abyss, the Energizer will be there to clean up. These two are fantastic ceramic poppers. I would say this is a bit better than you, because this does, like, you know, initial direct damage, whereas this is just spread damage. I know it sounds stupid, but next up we need to think about how we're going to do some extra damage. And honestly, I know this sounds rather daft, because we could just get the Carpet of Spikes, which would be a cheaper option than Moab Domination, and also it synergize with Energizer quite well, but no. We are going to go with a Moab Domination today. We're going to get Absolute Zero. Then we might actually get an MIB down because we need it for some of these towers here, as they all do have weaknesses, especially against DDTs. At level 14, Psy can, with their immense psychic power, target and destroy Moabs. Just like that, with their mind. Try and stall this ZMG as much as we can using our abilities. Hopefully we'll be able to do the damage in which we need to do in order to take this thing down, but at the moment it's not looking pretty good. Okay, use Psychic Blast now, and there we go, round 80 solved. Super Ceramics, another problem to try and deal with, but luckily, like I said earlier, we do have quite a few different options here to take them down quite easily. This is a pretty good scenario at the moment. I'm feeling really confident about our success going in the future. And also, if you don't know, Moab Domination's second attack, which just targets Moab class balloons, they ignore line of sight, which is pretty good. Also, speaking of pretty good, we've got Absolute Zero now, which means we can unleash the full might of winter against these Hellions. We now have 3 different ways of slowing down the balloon's speed. Actually, 2 with regular balloons, but 3 with Moab Press against the Moab class balloons. And there we go, 82 solved. And when I say solved, I don't mean the balloon solver. Okay, thank goodness we can actually put a village in this space here. Just like so. Good. Okay, hopefully we can just stick with MIB, but I'll also get jungle drums as well if needed. There we go. MIB. Now our balloons, our towers, aside from this good old humble dart monkey, which has not done anything since the beginning of the game, can now hit any kind of target, which is nice. And also gives this thing camo detection. Are you looking for your abilities to come back? I have the solution for you. Absolute Zero. It holds the entire field in place well, not entirely in place, but it largely slows down everything to the point where they just go at an absolute snail's pace. And watch even the longest for abilities to recharge come back with what feels like just instantaneously. Actually, I could have just stuck with permafrost since we do have MIB here. I'm just used to 2 tower chimp scenarios where we just where we always get cold snap. It's just the most default thing that you can need to do is to get that cold snap for 2 tower chimps if you're using absolute zero. Yeah, we're largely holding them in place. Okay, once they do downscale, the permafrost does go away from them, which is not convenient. Oh, so I can now target BFBs. Okay. You will all be having sweet dreams. In the afterlife, that is. Now we just need to get you to level 20. But that will be very soon. I predict that Psy is going to give the most amount of pops. Because you're going to be able to clear up the rest of round 100. But also do the majority of the damage on 98 as well. If you're able to be able to target ZMGs at that point. But the BFBs will largely be taken care of. Yeah, our stalling strategy is working wonders here. Like, they are making progress, but it is not very quick. And when they're under absolute zero, it is barely progressing, the balloons are. Okay, that's fine. Well, not really fine. I think we should... Once the ZMG pops, we'll use our last AZ for this round. There we go. Hold them in place. Brilliant. I think in the past you was able to use Psy to be able to stall around, but I think Ninja Kiwi has given Psy a like a maximum amount of time in which they are targeting a balloon and then that balloon being popped outright. It just prevents stalling strategies, even though there are other ways of stalling around. Do you see those BFBs? Do you see how not a single one of them managed to get down here? That is the power of Psy, everybody. Especially paired with the Energizer. We can put a tower here if we need to, but it depends on what tower we can fit in this little spot here. Oh, I did forget about the strategy here. Can we put a bomb tower here? No, it seems like it's only going to be a small footprint tower which can fit in that little spot between the boomerang and the engineer. Because boomerangs are a bit bigger than other footprints. Mermonkeys definitely have a very large footprint. Then their thick footprint. Maybe it's just the rock in which they sit on. That's the excuse we're going to go for. And I'd like for you to target these PFPs. Oh gosh. Would you like to deal with your ceramic threat? No problem. How about just eradicate the entire thing with one single thought process? Okay, there we go. You are going to be frozen in place, and then once you get here, you'll be frozen in place again, and yeah, that's pretty much done and dusted really with that little problem. But there will be many more of them, just like Tusken Raiders. Oh no, Obi-Wan said about Tusken Raiders. They'll be back, and in greater numbers. Now these BFBs, since they're so large in numbers, will be able to eventually make their way here, but do not fret. We have the means of taking all of these beloved balloons down. I hope you're having a lovely day where you are, whatever it is that you are doing. I know this is a bit of a different scenario because you usually get like one of each tier 5 of a particular tower, but this could be a strategy to use in a regular game of chimps outside of a no harvest scenario in and of itself. I know we use Lord of the Abyss quite a lot, but in order to summon a buccaneer or a submarine or have the benefits for your mermonkey or sorry, other mermonkeys and the ice tower, or even Pat or summon Brickle, we need that Lord of the Abyss on the track. This +1 damage on them is going to be incredibly significant, trust me, okay? We are only scratching the surface on these ZOMGs. If you have towers that can do bonus damage against camo balloons, then having cleansing foam is a bad idea since it removes the camo property from them, which obviously if we're relying on that bonus damage, it's not what you call a good thing. Okay, ZOMGs, I'm going to hold you in place using the Psychic Blast. But we do need to keep in mind that round 93 exists and the ZMGs on that round, sorry, the DETs on that round exist. There's not even a single ZMG that appears on that round. What am I talking about? And there goes the opposition. Okay, split your mind into 3, and yeah, this is brilliant. I'm really liking this scenario so far. Okay, DETs, no way we can just freeze you in place. You can take all of the time in the world in order to do what you might need to do. And the BFBs just went like that. Lovely, I love this scenario. Actually, put you on first for this round so that hopefully we can take care of all these BFBs before they make their way to the Moab press. But it looks like we are going to have our Moab press target some of these BFBs. Just like so. But again, this is a brilliant strategy to stall the round. Stalling is just as important as just doing raw damage, especially on the more difficult maps in the game. Now keep in mind, we don't have a glue gunner, and I just don't think we have the price bracket in order to put down a glue gunner as well, because I think I'm going to need something else alongside the Moab domination in order to help us out with round 100. Just because of the amount of space we have on this map, I don't think the domination will do all of the damage in which we need it to do. Okay, Psychic Blast. We have a long time for round 95 to start making a threat towards us here, so we'll stick with what we have going on here. Hopefully we'll be able to do the damage in which we need to do to take care of all these threats. And that is round 94. Okay, you're at level 19 now. We could just spend 21k to get you to that point, but nah. Otherwise, we will have no means of taking down the band on round 100. Okay, I need to have as much help as possible on this round, and this is looking perilous. Okay, once all the DTs have stopped spawning, then we are in the clear here. One of those DTs looked like it was about to escape the track, and there was a set of ceramics that looked like they were about to escape the track, which is not good for our interest here. Okay, round 95 cleared, and the benefit of having you in this spot is that once we get the Moab domination, so no wait, you can just go over the line of sight anyways. But if it was had like a primary mentoring, then we could possibly fire at Moab class balloons through this little gap here. Or maybe our position to the boomerang slightly too far north so that we can't do that. Just look at this line, it is starting to go, it's going south ever so slightly. Nearly 600,000. Oh my, yeah, you're going to get the most amount of pops out of everyone, I believe, Sai. You have taken the lead, and it's just because of all of your insta-killing. Could we get level 20 for round 98? That would be brilliant if that's the case, but if not, then we might be at round 99. But we summoned the Energizer early enough so that we can do this. Imagine that, Sai at level 20 on cornfield. We're missing a bit of money, but that's perfectly fine. If you want to see more videos like this in the future where we explore some interesting synergies in a Chimps game, then please consider leaving a like, commenting on what kind of synergies you'd like me to do, and subscribe to the channel so that you can see videos like this pop up in your subscription box in the future. It is very important also to tap that bell icon so that you get a notification. You might be the very first viewer to watch a brand new video. Except if you're at work, then work is more important than some silly British guy talking about a game about, you know, a monkey throwing a dart at a balloon, which obviously the word balloon is spelt without an A, but there we go. There's my little plug-in today. There we go. The ZMGs have started to pop now. The power of stalling is brilliant. Okay, there we go. There we go. Put you on strong so that you target the ZMGs. Lovely. Okay, let us now do this in the style which we are perfectly capable of doing. Yeah, take down those ZMGs. Take them down. Okay, yeah, we're able to bypass the usual impossible to get through terrain here, but we are here and we are doing business. Every single ZMG was instantly killed. That was brilliant. A one-hit kill, sorry. Okay, Sai, I need you to do something against these DDTs. Brilliant. Okay. Next up, we need to deal with the bad. And we can put a bomb tower here. And we can put you on a Moab assassin sort of thing. So that we will be able to do some damage against you. Because I think with the amount of money in which we have left, this is the only thing in which we can actually take out the bad with. Okay, I'm going to just get these up to there. And I don't think we can get anything. Oh, I should have gone jungle drums, honestly. But, oh well. I think we'll be able to do this. With certainty, we will be able to do this. Okay, you're doing good damage, but not a great deal of damage. Okay, come on now. We can do this. We can hopefully do this. Hopefully do this. Lack of jungle drums might make me feel a little bit on edge, actually. Oh my gosh. We might need that. We might need that.
It's just resting my arm.
Okay, thank goodness for that. We didn't purchase a lot on this one. Okay, we're going to get you up to jungle drums, and hopefully this will be what I need you to do. Extra range on you might be good as well, and... give you a tiny bit more range, and put you up to there. You know what? This is going to be perfectly fine, hopefully. Hopefully this time we'll do it, since the Merv Domination now has a 15% attack speed bonus added to it, thanks to having jungle drums. Hopefully we've got the damage this time around, and things are looking pretty good here. Hopefully we can do this. Hopefully. This is still looking a bit perilous. Oh! We managed to do it, but I somehow phased out for a second there. Even though the Merv Domination doesn't synergize with Energizer, the Merv Assassin certainly does, which is pretty cool. Okay, this time I need to pay more attention to what's going on here. And hopefully we can do this. Hopefully. Oh, but there we go. Psionic Scream used to its fullest potential when the bad is popped, and we are given one of my favorite towers of all time, the big one. Hey, I heard you like mortars. I'm going to give you a gift in the form of this mortar. But that, folks, was a pretty fun scenario. Very tight on round 100. I think you could definitely replace the Merv Domination with a carpet of spikes instead, and that would be able to solve our issues here. Obviously, there wouldn't be as much stalling with the ZMGs on the earlier rounds, but then you could just solve that problem by popping them earlier using a spike storm and then carpet of spikes. Oh, yes, I was the star of the show with nearly 900k pops. That is what we call a good scenario here. Okay, so 900,000. You done quite a lot. You done a fair bit. Yeah, I think this all adds up really. Yeah, getting jungle drums is really important in order to get the Merv Domination so where it can fire enough special knockback Kyles that can do the do on them. But thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Please let me know what you thought of the scenario down in the comment sections below. And we got ourselves a 010 and a 002 Mermonkey as a little reward at the end there, because we have a collection event going on at this given point in time as of the time of this recording on the 8th of July of... No, 8th of August, sorry, of 2025. I can't believe it's August already. And also, if you ever think about purchasing Rogue Legends, it's now half price at the moment. So if you're considering to get it, but you were a little bit on edge, and have the idea of getting it for half price makes it a little bit more enticing, then please by all means use my creator support code within the purchase of this product, or any other products really. Monkey Money, Heroes and Monkeys, anything along those lines, in order to be able to get your get the things in which you really need. Pat Farsi Hero Bundle, Churchill Bundle, Benjamin Bundle, Azili Bundle. There's quite a few specific hero bundles here. perhaps we can wrap all of this up into one neat little bundle. Or what I did was I played the game to unlock it through the in-game currency. By the way, when I first started playing this game, when you unlock certain monkey knowledges, they didn't have a cash requirement as well. It's like everything was just monkey knowledge point only without the cash. Nowadays, for some of the higher tier monkey knowledge points, you need cash as well. Gives a bit more use with the cash, obviously. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody, and take care of yourselves, people of the board. Also, 2,500 speed balloon areas is on the way.